Don't feel it.
Keep a blade close. Symbol.
I've got a long road ahead. Don't waste a step.
God is strong here. This torch is useless.
Tread lightly.
Ready. Whatever it takes. I must keep going. Even Lady Shah's blessings cannot protect me here.
Salutations. Yes.
Light on my feet.
Need healing.
We're close. I can feel it. The Absolute. Its power is strong here.
Time to press ahead. What's in here?
Looks like there was a struggle here.
Prime spot for an ambush.
This place is protected. You might find allies here, or at least supplies.
No shadows here. Something must be keeping it at bay.
You there! Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons. Easy!
He helped us out in the shadows.
Come. Jahira!
Well, I am certainly no innocent paladin, so I'll bind you with vines a moment longer, if you do not mind. This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets. But if there's one thing that we know, it's that it knows its own kind. You should never have come here, true soul. Stand down! Or we'll put you down! I'm not interested in the Absolute's manipulations. Harpers, cut this true soul down!
Stop! What are you doing? He's the one who saved us!
He's the one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either. Saved one of my friends from a druid with a snake. Knows when to be discreet too. I pretty much trust him with my life.
A true soul with a mind of his own? How is that possible? What in the hells is that thing? Congratulations! You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt. Hear me, Harpers. All clear. At ease. I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough to recognize a sliver of hope when it crawls out of the dark. Tell me, why have you come here? Then you found an ally in me. For that is precisely why I am here. There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard, in case the vines gave you a rash. Settle in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
Burning through our oil.
Look,
So just about do.
Just about.
So, wasn't there?
Just about.
Glimmer of
Hang
hope
around too long
amidst the
though.
darkness.
That's one way of looking at it. You could also say it's a prime target. The one pocket of light in the gloom.
Dies. I wouldn't go that far.
Oh,
Don't wander far.
Thy name
We
is
need to
Shadow.
talk.
You're not wrong, though. Lest we keep our sojourn here to a minimum.
Last night's best bargain, right?
Bear with me for a moment. There are better places to talk.
I should speak up.
There's another bottle of Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did. I'd rather drown than talk to a sanctimonious prick like you. If you're here to save the day again, you're a little late this time. Oh, sod off! I'm only here because you helped me and my family. I was ready to cut and run back at the Grove, but you had other ideas. Carl and Leo are taken in by your crap. You convinced them to play hero, and now they're gone. They're my responsibility. You go save the world, or your own arse, or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
You're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too. You don't know. Stars above. We were ambushed out in the darkness by cultists. We surrendered. But that wasn't enough for them. They lined us up like dogs. Asherak was with the kids, telling them it was going to be all right. Maybe that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel. They took his eyes first. Then his tongue. It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the Grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here. Can you blame him? His brother and sister are gone. He's dealing with it as best he can. We all are. How do you do it? How do you keep going? You make it sound so easy. But I'll try. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit. Thank you. If anyone can manage it, you can. Just be careful up there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Your move, Maul.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I? We're square now, Chief. Say, Do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
Always laid a fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you? What a lovely specimen she is. A blushing apple begging to be plucked. She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm. To play the game, the vast lance board of souls. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone cast some runes into my back. I'd rather like to know what they say.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master, but is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details. But of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it, and get back to you.
You'll get back to me? This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink. To your very good health.
You perceive inviting hints of cedarwood and blackberry. Nothing out of the ordinary.
I assure you it's quite safe. Bottoms up. Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it? Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. General Ketheric Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketheric Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here. Commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Ketheric is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight. Any cure starts with understanding the disease. Whatever magic Ketheric's using to control these tadpoles, it must be at Moonrise. You're not our only secret weapon. Isobel, a faithful cleric of Selûne, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Last night's best bargains right here!
Seems someone's been skimming our supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorel? Maybe not, Mom.